Alright, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today, gonna get a truck. We're gonna buy a truck. Actually, I had hoped to start streaming quite a while ago, but I've been busy in the mod market, checking out all the different mods available. And before I buy a truck, I think there's a few more truck mods I want to test out. I just loaded them in. So let's see if they're going to show up. They might not show up right away. They said sometimes jobs have to... that's a new Mercedes mod I got. I might have the same mod, but I think it might be new. Alright, so this is not even showing the pictures of some of these things. Which makes me think those are the new mods. The ones that the pictures aren't showing up on. Alright. But I might have gotten the... If you remember last time, the high beams were not working on these Mercedes. So I am going... Ooh, not price. Price per distance. That's not right. There we go. Last time on the Mercedes, I had trouble getting the high beams to work. So hopefully this will be different. What are these? So some of these mods don't even have I have no idea what they are. It's a long journey just to not know what it is. Alright, let's do this one. I have no idea what kind of truck it is. It's not telling me. I'm going from Bakersfield to San Francisco. And I got all kinds of new mods, so I'm not sure exactly what they are, which ones I got, if they all work together. So we shall see. And you know what? I don't think this works at all. I think this just crashed. Yeah, it's gonna... It sure did. Well, that was great. Alright then. We'll try doing something in the mod manager here. I have no idea what trucks those could have been. Skin. Lots of skins. I had a Volvo, Peterbilt, a different Scania, and a MAN truck, MAN. So let's see. There's no date on this. I wish they had put a date on this, but they didn't. They didn't date any of them. So I have no idea which ones to remove. I would have to remove them all. And it might just be a quick job issue. So we'll see. I'll pick a truck that's already there, and maybe I can buy those other trucks. But what I know is I want to drive the Mercedes. Price per distance. Oh, now they're popping up. This is what I want to... This will be fine drive. Alright. Now what happened here is that I had one Mercedes mod last night, and I couldn't get the high beams on for whatever reason. The high beams would not come on. But hopefully we can change that. And nope, it's the same way. They only come on with the horn, not by themselves. All right, what do we got here? Another pressure tank in the Mercedes. So this will be the same Mercedes mod I've been driving for a while. This is definitely the truck I'm thinking about buying. I feel very high in this truck. So this is probably the one I'm going to buy. All right. And I've turned on realistic physics, and I just realized I need to put it into drive, and I don't know what button that is. Well, we're off to a flying start today. I put on the real automatic. Previously I had it on simple automatic. Here we go. Drive and reverse. Drive. Reverse. Very good. Let's see if that helps. No, that's not helping. Well, I am going to have to study up on what that gearbox does, because I don't think real automatic is what I wanted. Well, this is what I wanted, but it's... I got no idea how to get it going. Alright. I don't understand that. And forward and reverse. It didn't seem to care. Where do I go out? How do I get out of this place? I think I might have to go around. I'm playing like I have to go around. Maybe I don't. Oh, there's an arrow in there. Alright. That's weird. Alright, I think I'm in Bakersfield. Let's, now that we got that out, let's stop. Check the old map. Alright, we're in Oakland. Okay, we're going Oakland to Bakersfield. That is right, I remember that. We could take the interstate or this, what appears to be, 99. I think I would rather take the interstate. The interstate be probably a little easier to drive. Haven't discovered Huron yet, but it's just one business. Couple way stations. Ooh, so we're going really in the middle of nowhere here to Chems, I guess. And that's, well, this might be a good way to get to it too. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll just stay on 5. That sounds good. It looks like a good way to go. Could stop over here and discover a recruitment agency. But nah. Alright. Map set. Ready to go. I'm gonna have to look at that realistic, whatever that was called, that other transmission. Check out what was going on with that. I coded those buttons to select automatic, select forward and reverse, drive and reverse. But they didn't seem to do anything. There was something else I had to do. But no, I spent about the last hour, perhaps longer, looking at the mods available on the Steam Workshop. Loaded in a bunch of those. Either skins or other things. Well, those lights are bright. Just shining over there. They were bright. That's weird. So I pressed forward, but I coded to forward and it just turns off the lights. The things don't always work as they should, especially with mods. But you gotta love some of these mods, they're really great. So I'm wondering what I should do about the trucks. I really liked... There were things I liked about all the trucks. You know, and last night I was thinking, how am I going to make a decision on what to buy here? Which one I would get. And I couldn't think which one I would want to get. I liked the Mercedes dash here. Well, I like almost everything about the Mercedes, except the Mercedes didn't have the high beams. I like the whole dash, the easy to read layout, the look of the truck. The Peterbilt, I really liked the way it drove. It was also a nice dash, but I didn't like the. I don't really like the long noses on some of the Peterbilts and Kenworths, the older ones. I didn't really like the slope of the roof either. So that was against that, and I didn't like the GPS. If I remember correctly, it seemed more square and off to the left. And if you've seen me driving, I need as big as GPS to tell me when to turn as possible. Like, get distracted talking and then you miss your turn. So I wish it would just be an audible sound, maybe a couple beeps when you're coming up on a turn. How about that? You know, you can just go beep beep and let me know something's going on. I need to turn. That would be an excellent mod. I don't know if anyone can mod that part. I think you just take the parts they already give you and rearrange them. From what I've seen about most of the mods, that's what they do. They just take the parts of the GPS and they rearrange them in different spots. But an audible signal would be perfect. But that's, a little problem with the people. And the Kenworth, if I remember, was GPS seemed somewhere in between the Mercedes GPS and the Peterbilt GPS. So maybe it wasn't quite this big, but it wasn't as small as the Peterbilt. So the Kenworth was kind of like, it didn't have anything glaringly bad on it, like no high beams or bad GPS or bad looks. But then it didn't have anything that was, I considered, outstanding, and for some reason I would want it. It just didn't have the negatives. So, but that's a positive. Having no negatives is a positive. Tried to stay away from cars today. They have a tendency just to turn into me for no apparent reason. But what are you gonna do? So I got a different Scania mod today. Yesterday's Scania was hideous. It was just hideous. Not the truck itself, but the way they decorated it. It was insane. So I don't know what that was about. So that I got rid of that mod, and I got a different Scania mod, and a MAN, and I think one more, which I can't remember. Scania MAN. Well, that might have been it. Then when we went to the quick jobs, I couldn't find them in the quick jobs, and then it crashed. So it was probably one of those trucks that did it. So we'll see if it was a truck, why it crashed. I'll try it again. Maybe I'll crash it again. No, I don't want to crash it. Well, I'll save it before we try that again. I do want to try the Scania. The Scania seemed fine, except for the horrible decorations, which were non-removable. I went to the shop to look to see if I could configure it, and it didn't want that either. So I couldn't get rid of the curtains and the gaudy. There was a sign in the back of the cab that could put another sign in front of, but the old sign stayed there. And some kind of weird stuffed bear. Seriously, it was weird. There was lots of pink. Yeah, it was weird. And the grill was not well done. I couldn't tell if it was lights or supposed to be a reflection or something. It looked like neither. So I'll try the Scania and the MAN, and then I'll make a decision. If I can make a decision. I seem to like all the trucks. But for some reason I feel most comfortable in this one. Oh, and I like that it's a cab over design. That when I'm turning around and trying to park, that it handles a lot differently than those with the longer nose. Really didn't need this at night. I swear this cat was leaving me alone while I wasn't streaming, but as soon as I start talking, it thinks I'm talking to it. Remember, when you're in a vehicle, always keep your animals secure in a pet transporter. Don't let them loose in the vehicle. I wanted to try to signal and look at my mirror, but it wasn't possible. Oh, I should have stopped there. Looks like we're going to need fuel again. Oh, no, that's 238 gallons. Alright. Please pull in for the next way station. Not there. Well, this is wait, now I have high beams. How is that possible? I don't know how that's possible. This entire time I've been driving without high beams. I've been pressing the button. Come on, dude. Been pressing the button for high beams and they not come on, and now they're on for some reason. I can't figure this out. I cannot. I have no idea why they're now working. They weren't working at all last night or earlier in this very trip. I haven't changed any buttons. And now they're working. Jeez. They came on when I pressed them instead. I wanted to get the weight of the truck and then press the button again. And they work. Alright, come on. Let's go. No, won't let go. Alright. Alright. There's nothing I can do. Try to make it to my destination. Ow. Ooh, ow. Yeah. Yeah. That's... Well, now that the Mercedes has high beams, I don't know how they came on. Well, I know how they came on, but they started working again. I feel like I can buy this with a clear conscience. Well, it also means that I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I can get that real automatic to work. When I read about it on the SCS forums, it said, well, you'll have to press the brake and then press the brake again to go in reverse. So that maybe means I have to press the gas to go forward and then press the gas again to move. But it wasn't working. I was just sitting there pressing. So I don't know what that real automatic is. How much longer we got here? Oh, we got a long ways to go. Been paid off taking 5. It's just been one road. That's probably the best way for me. I keep missing the turnoffs, so I should probably just have as few turnoffs as possible. What? What? No, no, no! What was that? What? Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. Well, I can't get over there because that truck won't look. What was that? Why did they just stop? What? First off, this is a truck in front of me in the car lane. I don't know why he's here. And I don't know why they both stopped in the highway. Right in front of me where I had nowhere to go. It's just a passenger along for the ride. That was great. I tell you, I don't get it. 20% damage to the cab. Visit service station immediately, 4%. Why does this stuff happen? Well, I was supposed to get 11,700. That might not be happening. And my cruise is set at 73, but I'm not going faster than 55. is limiting me, or what? Maybe it's this going up a big hill. I can't believe it. Okay, you know I get into a lot of accidents. I'd say maybe. Ooh, it didn't sound good. I get into a lot of accidents. I swear I do not think most of them are my fault. What's up, Sup? Sup must be. I don't know if you saw that accident I was just in. These two trucks just stopped right in front of me on the highway. We had a 2-lane highway, and they just stopped. And I rear-ended them something fierce. 20% damage. So, that was no fun. Oh. But at least it's not my truck. It's a. I'm still doing quick jobs, trying to figure out which kind of truck I want to buy. I might buy this Mercedes. This is a big space, but I might buy the Giga space. All right, we're gonna get off here. Hey, awesome. Happy Sunday. Just doing a little driving before Sunday night trucking. Oh, man. Wow. Alright. Stop sign's optional. I guess you guys both missed my big accident there on the highway. It was coming down 5, and one lane they said was for trucks only, and the other lane was for cars only. Except for some reason there was a truck in the cars only lane, which had stopped. Well, there's a banana truck, and there was a truck in the trucks lane, which was going about 5 miles an hour. I guess they were trying to merge and they couldn't do it. So they decided to stop right in front of me. That was a treat. Hot dog. No store, just a sign. So this Mercedes is limping home. Wow. And I had so much force feedback on that crash. Seriously, thought my wheel was going to pop off. I just went bam right in the back of it. Because it had barriers like that too, so I couldn't get on the shoulder or anything. I was destined for that crash, going straight to it. My goal was for less accidents. Yeah. Oh, this is a little roller coastery. Get some gas. Rest. Next trip, I want to take a Scania or the MAN. I'm in the process of deciding which truck to buy for my first truck. So I've been trying them all out. This truck does not sound good. 20% damage is definitely above what you want to have. But here we go. What do we deliver? Just the pressure tank. We'll make about 12 grand. Wonder how much I'll lose. I might lose $1,000 for the damage, I think. Maybe. It's usually not too bad. There we go. Pressure tank to chems. I thought I got rid of chems. I have some real company mods, and I'm gonna have to check their orders. Alright. Where are we gonna park this? Oops. Hopefully those work. Let's play it safe. Oh yeah. Where do you need it? We'll go for the difficult parking. It was right down here. Huh. Alright, right between that and ooh, right next to that building. Well, they know what they're doing. Alright. Oh yeah. Straighten her out. Alright, I could have done better than that. Ah! Excellent. Got credit for that. That's all in there. Nice. Pressure tank delivered. I like the way the Mercedes looks. Could do better with a better paint job. Satisfactory. Yeah. Due to that big accident, I've lost $2,000. Thought it would only be about $1,000, but all right. It's 4% off the trailer. They didn't charge me anything for the 20% damage to the cab. All right. What are you gonna do? So we almost made 10 grand. That's a pretty good deal. Now I'm gonna save this. New save. What's got the date on there? Do I have to name it? Sunday. Because last time I tried this with these new mods, truck mods, I had a little bit of a problem with them not showing up. So we'll see. All right. So, oh, here's the Scania. That's what I want to drive. And the Volvo. Oh, that was the third truck. I got 3 trucks. The Scania, this Volvo, and MAN. So, which ones do I want to do first? Ooh, that's a long trip. 83,000. What? This can't be right. Is that right? $83,000 for one delivery? Well, it's fragile, high value, and important. Well, I got to take this. Cargo Walmart. Oh, this is a mod. Look at all of them say Cargo Walmart. Dang it. Gonna get rid of that mod. The mod inflates the prices of delivery. See, now look, anything that's not Cargo Walmart is more reasonable. Dang. Alright, well, I'm purposely not going to take the Cargo Walmart. And I'm going to have to figure out which mod is doing that. I don't want to go crazy there. But this one's a good one. This one here. Fresno to Oxnard. Right down the highway. And I'm getting to drive the Volvo F16. It's a 2012 model. But still nice. These other ones were making a little more money, but I want to try out the Volvo. I'm trying to figure out which truck to buy. We'll see how this Volvo drives. I'm carrying ethane. Ethane? I have no idea what it is. Alright. Everything looks good. Okay. Nicely placed GPS. I like that. Let's turn on the lights. Easy to read. Oh. I'm sure there's more to picking out a truck than this, but yeah, built-in phone. Not really that important, but I can't turn around. That's as far as I can turn my head back. Hey dude, everything ready to go? Looks like he's just waiting for me to take off, so. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Nice looking gallon oil. Alright. Let's see how this drives. Hey, so far this Volvo is looks good. Let's get some lights on. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 in the morning. Lights on. Alright. I think I make deliveries down there. Alright, now we're trying the Volvo. Another cab over design. I like the cab overs. They seem to be easier in traffic. Better turning. Well, I said I was a Mercedes man, but I should have looked at the map. Well, that'll teach me. Step 1 is to look at the map to see where you're going. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Fresno to Oxnard. To Kemso. I just delivered to Kemso. Alright. ETA 240 miles. Alright. Let's check this out. I'm in 11th gear, 12th gear. 11th and 12th. Okay, one of the problems is this speedometer is also in kilometers per hour. I am not going 110 miles per hour. That's the same as the Mercedes. The Mercedes speedometer was also in kilometers per hour. Oh, it's got a cruise control. It'll say CC 0 mph. I don't have the cruise on. I'll turn it on in a second. Okay, CC 60 miles. That's just weird. The speedometer is clearly in kilometers per hour, but they're setting my cruise in miles per hour. So that's cool. Clock is accurate. I imagine the temperature is also. Hey, it's gallon oil just like me. GPS will take me to a good spot. I usually always try to look at the map before I take off. I guess I can go by the signs and the GPS. I've got a map mod, Project West, where before all the speed limits in California were for 25 miles, or 55 miles an hour for trucks, but this map mod sets some of them at 80 in Southern California. Well, that's probably a little too fast for these trucks on these roads. So we'll try to take it easy. So come on here for a while. This is where most of my accidents happen. That truck would veer now into my lane. That must have happened 3 times yesterday. Where I would just be passing somebody like this and whoop, right into me. That Chiquita banana truck is a mod I found this morning. I can't imagine what mod is affecting the job market. I hate it when they do that. Oh, they were all Walmart. I think oh yeah. I loaded a Walmart mod, which I thought was just a skin for a truck and a trailer. Apparently it was a whole other thing. If any of you don't have ATS yet, the Steam store has a sale this weekend for President's Day. Half price on ATS. ETS is still full price, but you can get an American truck for half price. $9.99, you can't beat that for a game you're going to play a lot. I much prefer American Truck Sim to European truck sim. Not sure why. I kind of prefer the European trucks, but not so much the... There's a lot more maps, too. But I just feel more comfortable driving here. Let's see. Bakersfield, Los Angeles, Carlsbad. I'm going to Oxnard. Bakersfield, Los Angeles, Carl. I guess I'm still going straight. Yeah. Oxnard, I guess, is just to the northwest of LA. I need to look at this GPS a little bigger. Ooh. Another exit from Bakersfield. Bakersfield's pretty big. I think this map is adjusting some of these cities, some of these exits. The Project West map made a lot of alterations in Southern California. I think they did a little bit in Arizona too, but they're just getting started. So we'll see what happens. Knock on wood, uneventful delivery so far. That's the mod, the Walmart truck and trailer mod. I think that's the mod that's messing with the job market. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, look at these highways. 4 lanes as we enter Southern California. Definitely an improvement. Except why is that guy not driving in the truck lane when you're going slowly? He needs to work on his trucking skills. I shouldn't have passed him on the right, but he should have been in the truck lane, slow traffic only. Actually, none of these guys seem to be taking it, which leads me to believe there's a problem with the map. Like the AI doesn't know that they can drive in this lane, like it's a shoulder. Yeah, that's definitely it. Well, no, that guy just pulled in. Why'd he pull in here, though? I don't know. That was weird. Come on, dude, let me out. Let me out. You're not gonna let me out. Jeez. What the? What was that? Well, wouldn't that be nice if just all the trucks just disappeared when I wanted to drive where they were? Oxnard, next right. I've never had a truck disappear quite that close to me before. That was really something. It was weird. Like some kind of UFO just beamed him up. Zoop. I think that only happens in Nevada. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. Thanks for the follow. I'm currently driving a Volvo, as you can see. Trying to figure out which one of these trucks I should buy for my first truck. I've tried out yesterday. I tried out a Peterbilt, Kenworth, and Mercedes. This morning I tried out a different Mercedes, and now I'm trying out the Volvo. Next up is a Scania, and then a MAN. Try them all out, see which ones I like best. But we're getting in some trucking now before Sunday night trucking. There we go. I really like this Volvo. GPS is in a good spot and a good size. The other thing is it's in kilometers per hour. The speedometer. That's the only thing that's really wrong with it. It does say the cruise in miles per hour, and it's easy to read. I think I've been here before. Look at all the beautiful trees and mountains and then this chemical plant. Ugh. Kind of ruined it. Alright. I gotta turn off. That's a big old thing. Both sides of the road. Kemso. Wish I could knock off that fire hydrant and have water spray up. You see on TV. Well, I don't know. You used to always see that on TV. All the police dramas. You'd always have to hit a fire hydrant in a big chase scene. Whoops. Oh, alright. Good. Where are we going to park this one? Pull in or back up. This one looks harder than the last one. Ugh, I got a feeling I'm going to regret that. But let's try it out. Looks like it might be a blindside reverse. But I might be able to turn around back here. Alright, where is this? Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. How much of a problem? Well, I got a lot of space up here. I thought I had much less space. Alright. Alright. Alright, there we go. A little more. Alright. Oh, I got nice curtains. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. That was horrible. I spent way too much time looking at the curtains. Ah! And not looking where I was going. What was I doing? Alright. Stop. That was crazy. Twice now I screwed this up. Slow down. Still, sometimes try and get the hang of this parking. I just, what is going on here? How did that happen? I recently got a wheel. This is my second day using the wheel. So while it is pretty awesome, they don't always do the right thing. And the problem with the pedals is that they don't immediately switch from gas to brake. When you say brake or gas, they don't immediately. It's not like a car. There you go. Hurrah! Oh! Somehow I. Stop. Alright. Not too shabby. Couple tries. Undamaged. And there we go. Excellent. 250 miles. And I like that Volvo. That Volvo was an enjoyable ride. I don't know what the price is, and I don't know where to buy it, but I liked it. So we got a little hazmat bonus, parking bonus, and a long distance bonus. All right. The Volvo was nice. So let's see what we got. Well, next row, I want the man and all kinds of mods, man. I spent about an hour this morning in the Steam workshop looking at mods. Although the one I like the best, I don't think it. Oh, I don't want these cargo Walmart. I want to remove these. Yeah. So let's call this Sunday. Yes. We're gonna look at the mods right now, as a matter of fact, because I want to get rid of one of the mods. The mod I want to get rid of Alright, you gotta have a sound fixes mods. All kinds of different mods. The Volvo is on the here it is, right here. It's on the Steam workshop. Volvo FH16 for ATS. It's in the Steam workshop. You can buy it at the Peterbilt truck dealer. All right, no bugs. That's true. Got the Volvo, and I got a Scania. Where's the Scania? Got a Scania and a Mercedes-Benz and a MAN. The Steam workshops got them all. So there are, but they don't. I didn't see that. I didn't see any. Wait, I looked in the Steam workshop and I didn't see any maps at all. Now that I think about it, I wonder why that is. The big map I'm using is Project West. It's a new map, just a couple months old, really. It's on, you can find it on the SCS forums. Project West changes a lot of California, Southern California, and it has Yosemite National Park in it, which I hope to go to soon. But what I want to get rid of is this Walmart junk, because it's messing up the economy. Because all it says is truck and trailer, but I'm certain it's the one messing up the economy. So we'll take that off. Yeah, so if you're going to get mods, get these truck mods and get that map, Project West. I also use the MHA map sometimes. I guess I got autosaves. Yeah. Do not get that mod. I hate mods that change more than they say they're going to change. And I hope that was the one. Alright, yeah. Let's check out the market now. Now we want the Scania. Or that, yeah, see now these jobs are back to normal. Alright. Megaspace. Here's the Scania. I haven't driven the Scania yet. It's a fairly short trip. Yeah, let's just do that one. My first drive in the Scania. Delivering ethane again. It just delivered ethane. I'm starting to get a reputation as the ethane man. Alright, so this will make me almost 6,000. We're getting a lot of money. We're doing good on money. Alright, let's set that up. New truck, what do we got here? Kilometers per hour. I have noticed that on all the mods, this is getting a little silly now, on all the mods, they're showing kilometers per hour. They're not changing that to miles per hour. Which, you know, if you're driving an ATS, oh wow, look at that. You need miles per hour. But I guess the trucks in real life probably don't even show miles per hour. Alright. Cruise. Alright, so this is a pretty simple. Oh no. No. Where's the GPS? This is going to be a problem. Alright, my mod here has very limited GPS. Oh, so I've got that little tiny GPS in the center, up at the top, and that's what I'm going to have to use for this whole trip. We've seen the ethane trailer before. This is a good look too. I think I hold it in the Mercedes. Let's check out the map. Alright, I'm coming out San Rafael. Going. Let's go this way. Oops. Whoops. No. Alright. That looks good. Down there, make one turn. I can do that. Let's get it going. There I am. Alright. Let's try out this Scania. With no GPS, I think it's going to be a problem. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. See, all my routed, I've got the route advisor mod, which puts the navigation stuff at the bottom, my speed and my ETA. But it doesn't, I don't usually use the pop-up GPS. So all I've got is that little thing in the middle. I need that spot there in the dash to be a GPS. Dang it. Oh well. So far so good. So far, so good. Man, a little bumpy getting up there. Bouncing around a lot. Now that's the way an on-ramp should be. Nice and long, plenty of space to get up to speed. Stopped in San Francisco. Went out to Fresno. Fresno is where my garage is. Well, I don't have a truck yet. Keep right. Oh, that's the kind of... Was that the exact one? That's where I had my accident. The last... Not the last trip, but the trip before that. Where the highway splits into two, and the two trucks just stopped in the highway. That was a massive accident. So I will have to check out the... what happened here? Suddenly decided to stop working for some reason. That's not good. Alright. I also use track IR so I can just turn my head and look in a direction. But for whatever reason, that's not this picture. It's not resetting. Great. Well, that $1,000 fine is down to technical difficulties. Track IR was working when I started this trip, I thought. I probably shouldn't do that. No, I'm going to get back over. Oh, come on. Why would you brake test a semi right behind you? Why would you do it? All right. But without, I can't look around easily, so I don't want to change lights too much if I can help it. So I'm just gonna stay. The Scania doesn't have any indication that I'm in cruise control that I can see, does it? I could get it on the information bar, but I was hoping it would just show up. Oops, now I've messed it up. Alright, I really don't know what happened to the track IR. Come on. It's not going to... That sign just said speed limit 55. But I don't know what the speed limit is. The sign said 55. My truck is telling me the speed limit's 80. just passed another sign that said 55. Alright, so I know I was talking big things about this Project West map, but it is just a... Man, I wanted to look at those. I want to look at that vineyard. But the map is just, you know, over a month old, month and a half. So obviously they still have a lot of work to do. But they've changed the speed limit to 55 to 80, but left all the signs in there that say speed limit 55. Lack of attention to detail. Oh, no. Alright. Well, nobody was coming. Thankfully. How heavy is this truck? Not that heavy. I don't know if a Scania is what I'm going to be driving. I like the gas is easy to read. I've got 409 miles to go till I'm out of gas. I like that part. But I wish it had an in-dash GPS. I don't know if I can buy that in the store. I don't know. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lars. I'm still recommending the Project West map mod. I mean, I like the roads, but I don't know about those speed limit signs. As for the truck, I think I'm going to go for the Volvo. Maybe, probably over the Mercedes. I don't know. It's always so hard to decide. Coming up on Bush Woods. Got a tea time. We're going to Kemsa with ethane. Fresno, gallon oil. Gallon oil this time. Wait a second, I just took ethane from a gallon oil to Kemso. Now I'm going from Kemso to gallon oil. Man, I wish my track IR worked. I don't know which I like better, the wheel, driving with a steering wheel, or using track IR where I can just look around. Not being able to look around is... Oh, how am I going to park without being able to look around? Oh, no. 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 Oh, no, 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 no. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. All right. Hold on a second. Let's reset track IR. I got to be able to turn my head when I'm trying to park. So hopefully that will do it. And no, that didn't do it. Something's horribly awry. I can only use my mouse to turn my head. Dang it. Not gonna be able to do that without seeing. Alright. Let's play it safe. Head towards the red flag. Red flag! See, I would have parked over there in that corner, but it would have been hard to do not being able to turn your head. Alright. Dang. There we go. Ethane, excellent job. San Rafael to Fresno. $6,000. Oh, look at that. So close to level 9. 5 points away. What are you going to do? Alright. Maybe that track IR is not working because of the truck. I was in the Scania. So we'll make another load without the Scania. I tried the Mack truck yesterday. It was a retro truck. So that's not really a sleeper. Oh, here's the MAN. MAN. TGX XLX. So it's a big one. Oh, I'm in Fresno already. Fresno to Ukiah. Let's take this job. And hope that track IR comes back on. It didn't come back on. What's going on with this track IR? Strangely enough, track IR is working outside of ATS, but not inside ATS. What's going on? Alright, we're going to have to restart. Okay, I think it's Steam. I think Steam is messing with my track IR, perhaps. Because F12 in Steam is take a snapshot, and F12 is also reset my track IR so I can turn my head. Alright. This is a classic looking truck. There we go. I can look around again. What was that all about? That was weird. Alright. So let's reset that. Good. Let's take a look at this MAN. Oh, nice. So it's got the cruise control, 0 miles per hour. What gear I'm in, the mileage I've got left. Fahrenheit, 86. It's also in kilometers per hour. The clock is right. Fuel. Alright. And a... Oh, that's it. That is a smallish GPS. Yeah, that's fairly small. You know, the way these bright lights don't work, I think it's something to do with my configuration. My install. Well, this is about what you'd see on the road, isn't it? Mostly white trailer. This is a nice, well, realistic looking job. We're in Fresno. Oops. Step 2, look at the map. Yeah, we'll go out this way. They always want me to go out this way, but I never do. So we'll go out this way. Fresno, Oakland, San Rafael, Ukiah. This is a strange intersection here. It looks like it goes through the gas station. But alright. We're going to the Ukiah Walmart. With 32,000 pounds of TVs. 32,000 pounds of TVs. Even the big flat screens are probably, what, 60 pounds maybe? 70? Where am I going? Where's my... Oh, it's so small. I probably should have gone. Well, that's slow. These cars are slow. This turn signal is slow. I'm driving slow. Well, first impressions here are not the best. I do like the information. Oh no, the distance is not what I thought it was. I thought that distance was how far I could drive on my tank of fuel, but it's how many miles are on the... That's what I want. 86 gallon. See, I wish they had the top part of this and the bottom part of that put together. Dang. And that GPS is really just too small. It's just too small to see. Whoa. Radio, CB. Guess a radio. The MAN for ATS. The dash is very easy to read. I'll give them that. There's no problem reading any of that. But the GPS is pretty small. I like a big GPS. Know where I'm going. Know where I've been. Let's turn it that way. But oh well. Let's see how it handles. I missed this the last trip, just being able to turn and look out at things. I wanted to see that vineyard. We're coming up on something. Notice there are no X's in the road ahead of me. I can't drive there, but there's a mod that removes the X's on the roads. So even though I can't drive in someplace, it won't display the X's or the arrows that it normally displays. Which I like. Just more realism. I mean, I'm sure it's going to catch me out someday that I'll make a turn and I'll think there are no X's in the road, and then suddenly, boom, I stop. You still stop. You still stop where the X's would have been. But you can't see the X's, which I'm alright with. I just don't want to see it. Because it looks completely unrealistic. I think SCS should have just made a loop like around a block. You know, they could have done something like that. But instead they put up the X's, which I don't like at all. It just breaks the realism completely. Sunday, 5 p.m. Monday, oh, gonna be there tonight. Wow, this is this must be an urgent delivery. I didn't look to see if it was urgent or not, but it's got to be there by 12:24 a.m. It looks like we're gonna get there about 11. Not giving us a lot of time to spare. To get it moving. Alright, that should be good. Oops. Well, so this must be some kind of retro truck also. I mean, it didn't look like a new Millennium truck. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Speed limit's 80. We're going 33. It's pretty much what happened in the last big accident I was in, except the trucks were stopped completely instead of at least going 30 miles an hour. So I caught up with them way too fast. I don't understand that. What happened there? If there was an accident or something, I don't know. I have no idea what I was. Oh yeah, I was talking about the MAN. It's like it feels like a retro truck. It doesn't feel like a. I mean, you can tell, but it's got the Nokia phone there on the roof support. I'm sure there's a name for that. Pillar on the support there, right? Above the wheel to the left. It's got an old Nokia phone from the 90s, probably. So I'm guessing this is one of those retro designs. And why they could be cool to drive sometimes with certain trailers. When I buy a truck, I'm going to look for something newer and more stylish. Probably the Mercedes or the Actros. Oh no, sorry. Come on. I don't want to hit this guy. There you go. Hit the tire against the curb, but no damage done from that. That was my fault. Should have let him pass before I pulled out. Although I don't remember seeing him. I try not to cut anybody off when I'm pulling out like that. Again, more realism. Plus, they drive crazy. So it really would not have surprised me if that guy had pulled up to where I couldn't pull out without running him over. It wouldn't have surprised me at all had that happened. So really, by being a better driver, it's just helping yourself because the AI is sometimes crazy. Do all kinds of stuff. All kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, no. We're going straight there. The GPS is just... Why am I looking up? Let's see. There we go. Keep an eye on that tiny GPS. that sunshade. So we're going to deliver about, well, now it says about 10:51 p.m. We might do it before 10. It's definitely going to be a nighttime drop to Walmart. $10,300. I've already got $80,000. This is, I wasn't planning on saving $80,000, but every bit I get helps, because I got to buy a truck. And yeah, I'm going to get a bank loan, but how close is this? I'm going to get a bank loan, but every dollar I earn on my own is more I can spend on the truck or hiring another driver. So 80, this will put me at 90. Wow. Wow. I haven't checked out the prices on the Volvo or the Scania or the MAN. I don't know what those prices are. I did price the Mercedes yesterday, and the base price was $95,000. Well, I wish these buttons were easier to find. Since I just got this wheel 2 days ago, I played last week and I didn't have a wheel, and I'm like this, and I just wanted a wheel so bad all week, so I went out and charged it. That's what credit cards are for, I think, to go out and buy things that you should really wait to buy. Buy now. But so I priced the Mercedes last night, and it was $95,000 base, which was really good. I mean, it was really low. It was lower than the other trucks. But once I had kitted it out with some stuff, it was like 145, you know. And that was before I put in a more powerful engine. I don't think my level was up high enough for a good engine. Oops. No. I was worried the highway was peeling off there. So I'm probably going to spend about $150 on a truck. The bank will lend me $500,000, so that'll leave me about $600,000. Let's see, $180 for a garage, $150 for a truck. That's $330. That'll give me $270. I could buy 2 more trucks and 2 more drivers. All right. Actually, I think if I borrow enough, as much as I can, I think I'll be at a level where I can. Wow, it is hard to see. That sun is just coming right in. But if I borrow the $500,000 that the bank wants to give me, I can buy 3 trucks. Can I go in these lanes? I cannot see. Wow. All right. I'm glad the toll. Oh, come on, dude. He comes from nowhere, cuts me off, and then steps on the brakes. Woo. But, wow, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I can buy 3 trucks. I'll make one of them, you know, really nice for me, and the other 2 will be for my teammates, my AI drivers. I've never hired another driver, ever. Not playing this profile or any other profile, so that's all new to me. Being a trucking magnate. I like the sun. It's pretty realistic. I mean, I think of all the times you drive into the sun, it's hard to see. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty. out of fuel. I've got 130 miles. Oh yeah, I've got 77 miles to drive and 130 miles in the tank, so no problem. No problem. I remember this trip yesterday I made. It was an interesting trip. I was going from Los Angeles to Phoenix, and somehow I wound up in Las Vegas. It seemed I took a wrong turn or two and wound up in Vegas, which is not exactly on the way from Los Angeles to Phoenix, which is kind of a straight line. Vegas is out of the way. And to add insult to injury, I ran out of gas before I could get to Phoenix. Apparently they didn't plan for me to drive to Vegas when I was driving to Phoenix. So they didn't put enough gas in there. That was an interesting trip. I didn't even get to gamble on it. I just drove through Vegas. And then ran out of gas because I couldn't find a spot in the middle of the desert. That was fun. Oh, what are you gonna do? Things like that happen. You miss your turnoff, next thing you know, you're hundreds of miles away in some strange state. Like the trees of Northern California. Northern California's got some really good views with all the trees and things. Oh, and this Project West mod has the boy, I still need to get up there. I can't get up there in a rental truck. I gotta buy my own truck and then I can do it. It has Yosemite National Park, which I think would be really cool to drive through. Supposedly it's got, giant redwoods and stuff. It's not very big or long. I guess it's, the whole map is smallish. But it supposedly looks really nice. I've not heard anyone say anything bad about it. And on the internet, that's really saying something. When you can read comments about something and they're not all negative. There were no negative messages. So whenever I buy a truck, I'll go through that. It was recommended to get a car mod. I don't know if you guys know, you can drive around ATS in a car. You can't take any trailers with you, but you get a car. But I don't want to do that. Is it just me or does this guy have no rear lights? I see everybody else's rear lights, but his are not lighting up. And why am I don't get that. When I start the car, when I start the truck, and I start to go, they won't come on, but later on they come on. I don't get that. I'm getting off here. Saw the sign for Ukiah. I don't know, I like driving these roads because you can kind of follow the signs. I followed the sign for this one. I wasn't looking at the tiny GPS. It said Eureka straight ahead, Ukiah. So I looked at the GPS and said, yep, there's a Ukiah. Maybe someday I won't need GPS on the highways. I can see that happening. I think you'll always need GPS for these cities because how are you going to know where every business is in every city? Plus the map mods change locations sometimes. Sleepy little community. See, look at that guy. He's pulling out. I gotta... all the way around him now. Barely missed him because he wouldn't stop at the line. Yeah, guys. Here we go. Deliver these Walmart TVs. I remember this drop off. I think it's going to be very difficult. Very bumpy. Oops. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Not doing that one. We're playing it safe. This one, there's not enough room down there, and it's just a whole mess. Let's play it safe. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And I'm going to walk away from this one. Maybe I'll run. There's not enough room down here. I don't know what the Walmart guys were thinking. You got to leave room for your trucks to unload. Oh man, maybe I could have made that. No, see, it was probably going to be in between those two other trailers over there. And there's not enough room here to get the back of the trailer over there. I'd have to pull in down there, back up here. It's a whole big mess. This location's not a fun one. So we'll play it safe. TVs locked and loaded. Or something like that. Excellent job. I gotta say, I think I've only had one accident this morning, which is pretty happy with that. Nice. What do I need? Another 1,300 points for level 10. Wow. I gotta get my own truck. I don't know what's going on here. Another 10 grand. Alright. Alright. And I want to pick up hazardous cargo. I want to start getting things that are a little more interesting. That's all good. We'll just get explosives. Alright, let's look at trucks. So I haven't discovered 3 of them, but I don't think I need to. I don't think it matters. What time is it? It is Sunday at 9:25 p.m. So none of these truck dealers are open. I can't buy a truck. But I can go looking. I can go browsing. Let's browse. See what we got. All right. Here at oh, look at this. Here at the Peterbilt dealer, I can get a Mercedes-Benz Actros low roof sleeper. It's a very small bed in back with sunroof for $91,000. It's a little tiny 4x2. Ooh, 22 trucks of this Peterbilt. Oh, all right. So that is the Actros low roof sleeper for 91. This is what I looked at yesterday for 95, 96. The Actros Stream Space, and then they have Big Space and Giga Space, which are just bigger versions. Although they're going to show me the Mac. This is the one. The pipes actually smoke when you drive, or when you don't drive, when it's not in the showroom. But it's kind of a retro truck. I do like this duty cabin. I'm telling you that right now. This is probably one I would have gone for normally, and I might still buy those for other people. Actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy the trucks I want to drive. The truck I want to drive, but then for my drivers, I'm going to buy the trucks that I might want to drive sometimes, just so I can switch into them. I'm not a big fan of the ones with the 2 noses that are too long. Okay, so this is the same one as. Okay, this is much more expensive because it's a 6x4, and I imagine it's got more powerful stuff. Here's again the low roof sleeper. What's the black thing? I guess I'm not sure. Again, I like those. A high roof sleeper. There, I didn't know there's so many Mercedes. What's the difference? Oh, 6x2x4, 4x2. Okay, so it's giving me all the different. Oh, and I'm not such a big fan of these, the ones with the big sleepers, because the game doesn't let you use the sleeper. So what's the point of having a sleeper? I mean, even if you like the look, I don't know the point of it. Oh, what's the point of it? I mean, what's the point of a paint job? Just to make it look cool. So maybe a sleeper's, you know, good that way, but I prefer. And that might be too high on top. Oh, list price $173. Oh my goodness. So I was right that the lower end Mercedes are affordable, but boy, once you get up there, that's big space. Here's the big space. Again, well, okay, so it's a 6x4. 174. Jeez. So these are going by price. Here's oh no. The Volvo Globetrotter, which was perhaps my #1 option that I was thinking about, $175,000. Although it's got a nice, good 600 horsepower motor with 2,800 newton meters of torque, so it'll definitely carry everything. 211 gallons fuel tank, single. All right, so it's got. Oh, 175,000. Mega space. I don't know. We had Giga, Mega. They're all different spaces. 6x2, 4. Here's the Giga space. Just 4x2. $180,000. This is $193,000. And finally, this one is $197,000. I don't know why this is the most expensive truck. But I thought, well, all right, see, this one doesn't have any kind of a roof at all, which is just weird. I think it looks like it's been chopped off, like it went under a bridge and it got chopped off. Alright, so it's got room for some things. And it does not have the GPS in it. Well, now maybe that's why it's so... Okay, see, I can get a... What's the difference between Pro and non-Pro? Okay, that one goes over there. Looks smallish. How about the Pro? It looks a little bigger, and it's over there. That looks like it's going to block my vision of traffic. Why is it not down here? Although it would be easier to see because it's right there in my eyes. Okay, so even if I don't have something in the dash, I can get something with these accessories. He doesn't want to cancel. Alright, I'm a tall guy. I don't think I'm going to be able to go with a low roof. I feel hemmed in. Here was what I was looking at yesterday. This had a bigger, a higher roof, a little more space, 2 bunks, the built-in GPS, which I really like this built-in GPS. It's a nice one. It is a nice one. And then we went to the Volvo, which was what, 178. $175. 175.5. Oh, I'm not even at level 12 yet, so I can't even buy it. So I guess I shouldn't have. I should have been looking at that. I'm almost to level 10. I could get something like that. 20, 14, 13. These are not in any particular order. So I can't get any of these, actually. I can get this one. I can get this one. I could get that one. Alright, so they're telling me I can get 5 trucks from the Peterbilt dealer. Give me this stream space, which I really like. And I like that one as well. But that's the Peterbilt dealer. Let's go look at the Kenworth dealer. See what they have. What? This one, the MAN, was this the one I just drove? I don't think this is the one I just drove. Oh, don't click purchase. Hopefully there's a confirmation. Maybe this was the one I just drove. GPS is not an option in this truck. No, this one looks more contemporary, so I don't think this is the one I just drove. This one looks new, but it's got no GPS in it, and I'm not going to change my mods just for a truck. Why? The only thing that's different is the engine, probably the transmission. Why are they showing that? Oh, available from level 12. All right, here's the Scania. I do believe I liked, except it didn't have the GPS in it. But I could get that GPS. So that's definitely, that's a possibility. Because I would like it right up easier to see. I do not need any flags or curtains in my alright, so how's the look of this thing? I don't know. I don't know about this look. This doesn't, it seems weird somehow. It seems top heavy. I don't know. It seems smaller down here, bigger in here, and smaller up here. The R360 is not for me. I could buy it. I got the level for it. Level 10 is this one, which is also an R360, probably with just a better engine. Kenworth, I could buy it. I like the duty day cabin of the 680. The T680 is something I could see. This, oh, nope, nope, nope. That's really something I could go for. GPS, mirrors, plates. Alright, what I really would do would be the front. Well, the GPS is built in, so there's not a lot I can. That's weird. Oh. I like the look of these, though. What's next? Level 10, another R360. And level 8. This is the MAN truck that I just drove, I believe. How about the T660? Interesting. Gotta be level 10 for that. Now this is an interesting one. If I'm going to be carrying a lot of box trailers, this could come in handy. Let's check this out. Oh man, 140. And it's a typical Kenworth interior. I like the mirror in the back, so when I'm driving, I can just hang out and look at where I'm going. Okay, so none of that, that's all external on the top. I got nothing in here. And this is the Kenworth, regular Kenworth dash that we've looked at. All right. Another MAN. Another Scania R420. Sleeper, another Scania. R620 refers to the horsepower. I can be level 20 for that. Well, that's not going to happen. And the one truck I haven't seen is the Volvo. I'm wondering where I could buy that Volvo at. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to have to look at that mod to see where I can buy the Volvo. Could it be Vegas? Oh, it very well could be Vegas because I think they've changed one of the dealers into a Volvo dealer. I'm not sure. Alright, but that's that. It's not time to buy a truck. Well, it's not the right time in the game, but I'm at the right level. I've got the right money. I could go to level 10. Oh, I'd like that day cab. Call it a duty cabin. $579. And there are lots of skins for it. Since it's an official SCS truck, there are lots of skins for it. But boy, the only problem with this is the GPS is smaller and square. And I don't have an option for a GPS on the up here. I don't think I could live with that. Dang it. Nope. And all the ones I want are beyond my level. Level 10. Where's that Volvo? Level 12. Alright, I'm almost at level 10. I've got to do another job anyway because it's not time to buy a truck. I'll be at level 10 when the store opens. And it won't even let me customize. Yeah. Not such a fan of the profile of this one. Seems awfully angled, but interesting. Oh, wow. Wait till 12? I don't want to wait till 12. Level 12. Why do you have to be at a certain level to buy a truck? If you got the money, you can buy things. This is America. Why I have to be at a certain level to buy something? I don't know. So I don't have the money for it, of course. But wow, I do have the money. I can buy this straight out. No loan at all, but ugh. It's got nothing up there. I mean, I know it's all cosmetic. Oh, wait a second. You're sitting much lower to the road as well. That would be... Let me get in it. I can't really tell, but it seems like you're sitting much lower. You can't... I guess you can tell kind of by looking out. That's weird. Why you're sitting so low in the truck. do like this one. I do like it. I like that one except for the GPS. Oh, you're killing me. 123, I can buy it now. 95. Let's customize this one. See what I'm looking at. Oh, I could get big space. Oh, look at the difference. Well, there it makes up all the difference. The stream space or the big space. Wow, what's it? Somehow I've taken something off by changing that. Oh. That doesn't seem quite right, but oh, see, now look at the money. It's just going through the roof. Not much of a choice there. Probably with the returner. The exclusive. Fancy schmancy. Sade. Oh, that's nice. We'd have to find something that goes with our Spear International logo. Oh, $22,000? Come on. Oh, that looks nice. And there's a lot more. I'm not gonna see. Look at the price already, $156. So there's a lot more I could probably do to it, but since I'm not gonna buy it, you can't buy it right now. You can't save your things, so that's gonna be a lot of money. Wow. All right, but that's that. All right. Well, there we go. All right, so yeah, it's already it's about that time. So I'm going to call it a day here. Well, I'm going to call this stream right here. Okay, so oh, color doesn't look too bad with that. But because we're getting ready for Sunday Night Trucking. Those of you who watch Sunday Night Trucking, I imagine if you're watching this one, you probably also watch Sunday Night Trucking. Probably going to be Euro Truck again, so I'll catch that in a half hour. But thanks for all the follows today. I think if you follow and notify, you get an email when I come back online or something like that. I think that's how it works. You got to notify. You follow and notify, you get the email. If you follow, then you have to log into Twitch, and then you'll see if I'm streaming. So that's kind of a two-step process. But so I've been using up game time. It is almost time to. Oh, it's time to buy. I could buy now. I just wasted 8 hours of game time looking at trucks. I didn't know the clock still ran when you did that. When I come back, when I stream again, which will be six hours from now, 7 hours from now, 6 or 7 hours from now, I am going to buy a truck. I don't know what truck I'm going to buy. Am I going to buy a truck? If I get up to 12, I can buy that Volvo. Should I buy the Volvo? I could do one more run, get to level 10, and skills. It doesn't tell me what level I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm level 9. If I did one more job, I could probably get to level 10. Yeah, see, I'm almost on level 10. I could get to level 10 and then buy that level 10 truck. Or I could wait till level 12 and get a Volvo, but that's going to be too long. But that's going to be next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the follows today. I'll be back later today after Sunday Night Trucking with more American Truck Simulator. Keep Spear International. We're taking off. We're doing good business. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.